Welcome back to Season 4 of Barguments, presented by Labatt Blue Light. Barguments, the #1 show on the internet where we settle the world's biggest bar arguments for cash. This is a big one. You guys are closer to the $1,000 than you've ever been. Neither of them have ever been so close to $1,000 cash. The semifinal, Large against Jeff D. Lowe. The winner of this will be in the finals and will be playing for the money. How are you fellas feeling?
I'm a little nervous. I've never been around that much money before.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
He's a poor. Everyone knows that. He's never had money. Everything is cheap, hand me down. So I will still give it my all, even though
he needs it.
Seeing him win the money would be wonderful because
nice,
I know how badly he needs it.
So we also have the Peanut Gallery back here. The Peanut Gallery will be weighing in, fleshing out the bargument the entire time, and underneath the bar, they have little clickers that will turn on so they can silently vote for their approval of any good points they hear. They hear something good, they're gonna light up a light bulb right over one of these competitors' heads. Also, whoever has the best chime in will win $100 cash, so that's a little incentive to be nice and clever, but let's get into it. Are you fellas ready to hear your topic?
Yeah.
Would you rather be a Michelin chef who is limited to cooking with ingredients you can find in a movie theater, or a notorious young mob boss who's put into witness protection at a pre-K where he's tasked with teaching the stickiest and snottiest children in all of America? Jeff D. Lowe. You're more rich in hair follicles, so Large, you will be selecting. Which side would you like to bargain?
I would like to be the Michelin chef who's limited to movie theater ingredients.
Bargue.
I know that movies now, and you know better than anyone now, you have these AMC dine-ins and stuff. We've expanded the palette of what I could cook with. And I have 3 kids. I'm sick of kids. I don't want to deal with them anymore. Your turn.
I mean, that's great and all, but you and I go to the movies all the time. We know the quality of the food. Outside of the popcorn, which is typically stale, there's not much to do with it. And if you're a Michelin star chef and you're serving all that food, and I know it doesn't sound great to be with the pre-K kids, but mob boss probably have a pretty decent life, probably enjoying things that are going on, probably been given many like Monopoly pieces. Remember that story? Been just given free money over the years. That sounds difficult, but it's a great life. But the food, you're going to be fired as a Michelin star chef right away.
Just for the
the mob bosses, they got all the prizes from I'm not going to give free ads. The fast food companies, yeah.
I do think that you are a huge fan. You bring your popcorn home from the movie theater. I know you do. So stop with the stale shit. You love popcorn.
Are you saying he's lying?
I say he's
lying.
I'm almost blowing the Aztec death whistle on you.
But you can only do that for so long before you get canned as your Michelin star. Then you lose your What's worse?
I've had good meals at recent movie theaters.
Thank you, Tristan.
They have those like reclining ones, the luxury.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the luxury.
Yeah,
we're talking about like
he did not specify.
No.
He did not
We're talking about the regular
Frank, have you
theater
ever had a
chains.
good hot dog at a movie theater?
Absolutely no.
Okay,
exactly.
so that's
But we have a Michelin star chef.
Have you ever had a Michelin star chef
show.
make one for you?
No, but
Then you would be my
the
first
problem
show.
is with the movie theater hot dog. It's like the gas station hot dog. It just stands in that rotation, and it's unloved. It's just rotating.
That's how it was before Michelin came to town.
I believe in you and your cooking abilities.
Thank
and
you.
if you're a Michelin star chef, you could make anything taste good.
You're damn
so what's
right.
the problem?
And he didn't say with Michelin star.
Your health is going to go down the tags. If
I don't care if I look like the Michelin man. I'm still going to be able to make delicious stuff. And maybe even
Michelin star doesn't mean that you can turn garbage to good food. It means you're good with good ingredients.
Exactly what it
You're
means.
good with solid ingredients.
Haven't you seen Top Chef and Shopped?
You're damn right. Open the basket. One of my favorite
they do
Michelin star
have
chefs.
they could get good chicken
Even more
fingers
my point.
at the movie theater.
Frank, chicken, and then
It would be
possibilities are endless.
Maybe you have different ovens.
Now let's talk about kids.
Absolutely.
Kids suck.
It would be
and
disgusting.
kids are disease-ridden
You'd be fired
petri
right
dishes.
away.
I do. I have 3 of them. You're going to be fucking miserable.
You
and
love your kids. You talk about your kids all the time.
Because
You're
I
such
have
a
now
liar.
3 good
This
ones.
is the biggest farce I've ever seen. You
This
love
is the
children.
plot
It'd be
of Kindergarten
therapeutic.
Cop, right?
Yes.
It's not a
Anyways,
tumor, right?
You're arguing to me.
Drove
Not a
fucking
tumor at
Arnold
all.
Schwarzenegger.
One of the
Crazy.
biggest Arnold fans I've ever met in my life.
right, I love
you have action figures. I've watched
great
you play
movie.
with them. Yet you're telling me you wouldn't want to be Kindergarten Cop? Sounds
Tristan,
pretty good in
Tristan,
my
talk
book.
to me.
Not a tumor.
Sounds
Not
good
a
in my
tumor at
book.
all.
So do you think that Large just had the better option, or do you think he's making the better argument?
I think he probably had the better option, and I think you came in with some ambiguous language about the movie theater. I think he could be coming from a point of, I could have a different oven. I don't have to have that same rotator. So I think he certainly has a better option, but Jeff is not giving me great
You know what?
arguments
Ambiguous.
either.
Jeff
The
isn't really
pre-K,
saying much.
all just future celebrities and stars, prodigies. You're working with the greatest kids of all time. There you go. I just flipped it on you.
But you're
no issues
you're
whatsoever.
working with them
If you're
when
working
they're
with
at
your
their worst.
with your phony baloney
You're-
recliner
you're right in the
theaters.
middle of
I've
the
got the
Corys.
greatest kids. No,
Yeah, you're the
no,
girl
no,
from
no.
Facts
You
of
want to
Life.
move? You can move the goalpost on your movie theater. My kids, they don't say a word.
No, they're
got great
terrible,
manners. Actually, all my
snot-nosed
kids,
stuff.
they're future Michelin star
I
prodigies.
want to hear about the
They're
misery.
invited
of
to my
the
theater.
kids are making.
They're invited to
the
my
kids
theater
are
for
making
chicken
meals.
finger night.
You don't need that there. You're apparently the great chef.
It's been a very nice back and forth. Let's boil it down. What's your final argument for why you want to be in witness protection with the snotty kids, but you had a great life as a mob boss?
I watch tons of Michelin star videos. Watched a couple the other day. Pride, ingredients, that's what matters most to a Michelin star chef. When it comes down to if you're cooking with Reese's Pieces, you're cooking with M&Ms, crappy frozen food. No one's going to respect you. Everyone's going to hate you. You're going to want to quit. You're going to go do something else. You're going to wish you were a kindergarten teacher.
You have a good palate, but it's limited.
No pride.
When you mention all of those ingredients, it just awakens me. The stuff that I could do with all those ingredients that you just mentioned excites
Ooh.
me. Makes me think that's what I want to do it today.
I get
I'm
that for
gonna write
free in
about-
kindergarten. I don't have to flambe it either.
It was a beautiful back and forth, and I think that I'm ready to make my decision because it really came down to the topics that you were arguing. And maybe Jeff got a little bit of the short end of the stick, but some of the arguments about the McDonald's pieces didn't make as much sense to me, so this one's going to go to Large. Large moves on to the finals of the
You
bargain.
need the money. It's okay.
He needed the money. He
He's a
also
poor
needed the money.
person.
You might have thrown the argument. I'm not sure.
See, as
You
that
can still
death
take it
whistle.
back.
Yeah, that's
After
death
that, you
whistle.
can
That
still
was,
take it back.
If I had heard that beforehand, it might have gone to Jeff.
Probably
But
did
also,
it.
we have money to give out to the peanut gallery, and some beautiful points were made.
Excellent points.
But not as good as the one about the analogy between movie theater and gas station hot dogs. Frank the Tank, that's $100 for you, my friend.
He also did a good Arnold impression.
A fantastic Arnold impression, and that's the kind of stuff that you're going to be getting every time on Barguments, presented by Labatt Blue Light. Come back and check us out for the finals.